Good evening, I'm Hunter Reis.
And me, I'm Terrena Scannell.
In the Emerson Channel justice system, Emerson College accomplishments are considered especially exciting.
These dedicated hosts who bring you these stories are members of an elite squad known as Common Agenda. These are our stories.
Dun dun. There seems to be a lot of new life emerging on campus as the trees grow buds and the flowers unfurl their petals. I'm sure unfurling my petals at least. Yesterday I wore shorts, and my legs were so pale from the winter that I actually blinded a middle-aged man on the street with my thighs alone. Let's see what else is brewing up on campus. Many Emersonians are very excited to learn that former Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton was finally announced that she is running for president next year. Campus is buzzing because of Hillary's announcement video, which included the story of a gay couple preparing to get married. Looks like there's a presidential nominee for several Emerson Democrats to feel comfortable backing from the get-go. On-campus political groups are already preparing parties to celebrate women in politics, gay people having rights, and the continued fight against straight white men everywhere. This past weekend marked Emerson Shakespeare Society's production of the Scottish play. Oh, to hell with it. Macbeth. It was Macbeth. Oh, I think one of our cameramen just died, but the reviews are in and this show was a terrifying hit. Director Sam Terry has created a chilling masterpiece that reimagines this classic tale in a futuristic, minimalistic universe full of blood, creepy voices, and gray spandex bodysuits. Emerson is launching a new summer program in France that will take about 30 students on the trip of a lifetime. Emersonians will get the chance to work in marketing and publishing just hours outside of the best place on earth, Paris. And they get to speak French with real French people. Isn't that great? The program is pricey, but this is Emerson, so if it were cheap, they wouldn't have done it. These students are going to have a grand old time, so if you run into them, give them a big old French congrats. Bonjour, or something. Students, it's time to shed a bittersweet tear. This Monday, it was announced that Meg Tainter would be moving to Maine to work as a producing artistic director of Opera House Arts. Tainter was our manager of student engagement and during her time launched successful programs such as the Curriculum of Connections Guide and the Brownback Lunch events. I know she said she's going to Maine, but I think we all know she's secretly going to start up a Meghan Trainor cover band. All jokes aside, good luck Meg and enjoy Maine. Every once in a while, we like to take time to acknowledge our athletes. We know you guys can get lost in the film WLP Theater Journalism Shuffle, but you guys are seriously talented. This week, volleyball player Kat Rice was honored at GNAC's Co-Rookie of the Week. If it's not impressive enough for you, 1, you need to check yourself, and 2, this is the third time in 5 weeks she's earned that title. With 22 kills, a .362 attack percentage, and 3 solo blocks, Rice helped to keep the women's team undefeated. Way to go, Rice. You keep hitting those touchdowns. And that's sports lingo, right? Well, I guess now we'll hear from Sarah Fox with Weekend in the Bean.
Students all over Boston came together this past Saturday to welcome the beginning of spring with a color festival known as Holi. The event was at Boston University, hosted by the BU Hindu Student Council. Here's a look at how Boston does Holi.
So, why did you guys come to this event today?
I actually heard about it from word of the mouth, and it just sounds like it's something that really brings the community together.
I just think it unifies the campus, where everyone gets together and has fun.
My best friend from high school is actually Indian, and she goes to Northeastern. She really wanted me to come here, so yeah.
From India, this is we do it every year. This is our festival. This is our festival.
It was really exciting. I liked it a lot. At the end, they gave a whole little final speech about how it's all about unifying everybody, and it's a big festival back in India. And I totally felt that today. Everybody was just here to be with each other and to celebrate. I love Indian culture in general, so it's just fun to participate in one of a Hindu celebration. And it's just a cool celebration in general. So.
I really liked all the colors, and I enjoyed taking photos of everyone. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of candid shots of people. There were a lot of people taking selfies at the event, so I have probably a good 10 photos of people taking selfies and me taking a photo of them taking selfies. That was fun.
What do you guys think of BU hosting their own?
love it. It was so good.
What was your favorite part?
The colors and the music and music was so good.
And is this your first Holy festival? Yeah, it is. I mean, I've heard about it, but like this is my first experience. And what did you guys think of it today? Definitely crazy. I mean, I don't think I understand it yet, but it's fun.
A lot of people throwing stuff at me. So yeah, that was a little unpleasant, but still a lot of colors, yeah.
Anything else you want to say to the general public about this?
General public, please do enjoy Holi. It's the best festival, and we're from India. It's the best country.
It looks like spring is here to stay, and there's no better way to celebrate it than with a festival such as this. If you missed out on this past weekend's Holi, Northeastern is hosting one on the 25th. I'm your host, Sarah Fox, and this has been Weekend in the Bean.
Hello, I'm your in-studio correspondent, Rivka Herrera, and today we're talking to Jordan McNair about Flawless Brown Presents Color Girls. So, Jordan, could you tell us a little bit about your organization first, please?
Flawless Brown is Emerson's first and only all-women of color theater troupe, and we're actually celebrating our one-year anniversary this spring.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And could you tell us a little bit about Four Color Girls as a show?
Yeah. So it's a poetic piece, and each of the roles is named after a color of the rainbow. So you have Lady in Red, Lady in Orange, Lady in Green, and it showcases the lives and the stories of women of color that aren't normally seen.
And how did the playwright get the idea for the show?
The playwright, actually, she was on her way to kill herself. She was going to drive off the road, and she saw a double rainbow and saw it as a sign to not kill herself and to live another day. And so she used that as the inspiration for the show. And so she channeled that pain into the roles of these ladies and named them after those colors of the rainbow.
And what color girl are you in the show?
I am Lady in Red. Most of the girls chose different pieces that they aligned with just emotionally more. So a girl may be doing a Lady in Blue piece and then a Lady in Brown piece, but I just happen to do all Lady in Red, so I'm kind of happy about that. Makes it easy.
That's really cool. So could you tell us when the show is?
Yes. So tomorrow it opens, and it opens at 7:30 in the cab. And on Friday we're having shows at 5:30 and 8 in the cab as well.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. And now we will hear from the famous Elias Skangus with Stage Spotlight.
Hello, hello, hello. You're probably recognizing those curtains because this is Stage Spotlight. Hello everybody, my name is Elias Skangus, and I am here with Mary Frances Noser, a freshman here at Emerson College. Mary Frances, what is your major?
I'm a BA acting major.
So, as an acting major, what have you been up to this semester?
This semester, well, I was in the dressmaker with Emerson Shakespeare Society, but recently I wrote a play which is in the New Fest Selected Short Series this year produced by Emerson Stage.
So, what really inspired you to go beyond just acting and start writing and maybe even directing? I'm not sure.
Well, actually, I plan on being a writer, a director, and an actor for both the stage and screen when I graduate. And I started writing when I was really little, but I started playwriting when I was in my high school, like junior year. And because I was in a playwriting class, and so I wrote Leave, which is the play in the New Fest Selected Short Series. It's the first play I ever wrote. And I wrote it about a breakup of a friendship, which was kind of inspired by me and my best friend. It didn't happen to us, but it was what could have potentially happened to us if either one of us had not grown and matured like we did.
So for all the people that obviously want to see this, where and when can we?
You can see it at 8 o'clock on Saturday, March 28th in the Semmel Theater.
Awesome. So as you told me, this is somewhat self-inspired. How long did it really take you to write this? And do you have any tough past writing it? Because I, for one, could not write a play. I know I couldn't. So tell us about it.
Well, so I got the idea junior year, and then I wrote it, and then I kind of put it off to the side. And then I submitted it to the playwriting festival at my high school that they have for alumni and for high schoolers going into my senior year, and it was selected. And so then it was produced actually this last September at home, so I got to fly home and see that, which was really cool.
Wow.
And then I submitted it to the New Fest series. And then once it got into New Fest, I worked with Harsh Gugamal, who's my director, and he and I kind of went through and we did some other kind of like tweaking of edits.
So this has a lot of like history behind it.
Yes, it does.
Wow. And just one last question. Ultimately, if you had to sum it up in one sentence, what should we expect out of it?
Sometimes the best thing you can do for a person is let them go.
That's all the time we have. I've had a fantastic time talking with Mary Frances. As always, I'm your host, Elias Skangas, and thank you for tuning in to this week's segment of Stage Spotlight.
Hey you, let's go on a field trip. I was thinking Disney or Harry Potter World, or maybe even that new Hunger Games theme park. I don't even care that it isn't open yet. Or maybe we can just stay around campus, I guess. I understand that you're probably on a budget anyways. Good thing there's lots of exciting things happening around Emerson this week. Looking to laugh your way toward a better life? Come see Swollen Monkey Showcase's latest and greatest improv show titled You Know What Comes Next. Swollen Monkey, or SWOMO for short, is one of Emerson's premier improv comedy groups and features several extremely talented and hilarious student comedians. Their shows are always packed, so be sure to get there to the multi-purpose room early this Saturday for the show at 8, and don't forget to wear your party shoes. SWOMO shows are known to turn into amazing after parties. Are you having trouble deciding what kind of performance you want to see this weekend? Maybe you want to watch some musical theater, but you also want to hear some a cappella music and maybe even catch a pop stars concert. Well, now you don't have to choose. This Sunday at 7 p.m., Emerson Channel will be broadcasting The Next Big Thing, an America's Got Talent-styled competition show that will showcase 3 performances and ultimately select one to perform at the Evie's Banquet next week. But you don't need to watch from home. Go and like The Next Big Thing's Facebook page and reserve your tickets to be a part of the live studio audience. Tickets are free and all are welcome. Animal lovers, you may want to turn down the volume a little for this next one. Movie lovers, on the other hand, you better turn it up. Next Monday, there will be a screening of the 1977 film Killer of Sheep in the Bright Family Screening Room. This debut film from Charles Burnett tells the story of a man who becomes numb after working in a slaughterhouse and turns to simple moments for comfort. This movie was shot on location in Los Angeles with a budget less than $10,000 and features a killer soundtrack. Etta James, Earth, Wind and Fire, Dina Washington, the movie has everything. There will also be a discussion after the screening with post-colonial filmmaker Dr. Claire Andrade Watkins, so you better get there before the show starts at 6. By the way, it's free, so yeah, you should probably definitely go. Okay, animal lovers, you can turn the volume back up now. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. Actually, I'm really hungry. Don't hosts get any special treatment anymore? Well, if you're not in a TV studio right now, you can get food delivered right to your door. Emerson's Noteworthy is currently running a Crepomania fundraiser benefit for a Prom to Remember, which is an organization that organizes proms for teens with cancer. And by currently, I mean right now as we speak. Tonight is the last night to get $2 crepes with an assortment of delicious toppings to choose from. If that isn't delectable enough, each order comes with 3 raffle tickets that you can bring to Noteworthy's final show for a chance to win some cool prizes. They're delivering from 6 to 10 p.m. tonight, so go check out their Facebook page to order yours now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's spring, which means it's time for spring cleaning. And if you're anything like me, as I'm sure you all aspire to be, you probably have piles upon piles of clothes that you just don't know what to do with. Well, you know what, my friend? I know exactly where those clothes can go. This week, Emerson College's organization, Amigos and Unite, started a week-long clothing drive that will end this Thursday. The clothes will be donated to the Chelsea Collaborative, which benefits the Latino immigrant community. Bins are located on the 10th floor of the Walker Building and in the Multicultural Center in Piano Row. So haul those bags of clothes that I know you're hoarding and donate. Well, that's all the time we have for today with our hard-hitting investigation case.
If anyone needs us, we'll be battling the city's biggest criminals and learning a few things about each other in the process.
This episode was produced by Dick Wolf. Our executive producers have been kidnapped. Please send help.
Dun dun.